Hi, I'm Fiona. Welcome to Caithness Movement Therapy. In today's video, I would like to talk about body scans and how useful they can be in our gentle somatic yoga practice. Body scanning is something that we do regularly throughout our practice, whether you're in a class or whether you're working at home on your own, and generally at the start of your session, and again at the start of the flow, and then after the flow, and then at the end of the practice or at the end of the class. Body scanning is really helpful. It really helps you connect with yourself, with your physical being, with your soma, and helps you to notice and observe how you feel. One of the problems in daily life, especially with modern living, is we have an awful lot of external influences. Our attention is constantly drawn outwards, and very rarely do we actually pay attention to what's going on in our body unless we have something going wrong. And generally that's when pain occurs and we start to pay attention because it hurts and we don't like it. So body scanning can take some practice. It's really about noticing your body from the inside out. It's a process or a thing that we call introception. The sensation from the inside, what do I feel in this moment? And it's like being an observer of your own body, but from the inside. We're quite often used to looking at our bodies on the surfaces we can see. We might look in a mirror, we might look down at our hands or our feet. But how often do we actually think about what's going on in the back of our body or the side of our body? Sometimes something we can't see. So to connect with that and have a real 360-degree idea of what our body is, that's why we body scan. And also when you body scan, you know how you are when you start, and then you can find out how you feel after a movement or after a breathing practice. So it's taking time to connect with yourself, and it can be really brief. It can be 15-30 seconds. It can be 10-15 minutes. It depends what time you have available, what you're comfortable with, how easily you can concentrate, and that concentration comes with practice. When I started somatics about 5 or 6 years ago, I was absolutely rubbish at meditating. I have a really busy butterfly brain. It goes from one thing to the other and is always thinking about where I'm going rather than where I'm at. So I was really worried that I wouldn't be able to body scan. But what I found is because I am witnessing my own body, it's what we call, or what my tutor James Knight calls, being witness consciousness. You're observing what you feel. You have a focus. You're not trying to empty your mind. You're not trying to clear anything. You are trying to observe your body. And one of the really important things about body scanning is we are observing without judgment. It's having a curious wander around your body, noticing how it feels, checking in with it, giving it the privilege of your attention, which is something we don't often do. We give lots of other people our attention, but we don't always notice what's happening with ourselves. And that's so important for your body to feel well, to feel loved, and also for you to be very aware of what's going on. Is there anything you need to change? Is your body happy? Is it not? And the more aware you are of yourself, the more quickly you can notice if things are not right. So having that attention inside is quite nice. You have something to focus on. And I mentioned briefly just now, looking or sensing at your body from the inside without judgment. And that's really important. We try not to think about things as good or bad or right or wrong. You might lie down and do a body scan and feel that one leg feels significantly longer than the other. The last thing you want to do is think, oh my goodness, that leg feels longer. Because what do you create? You create tension, you create worry and stress, and the muscles, the fascia, the soft tissue will tighten and start to create issues that don't need to be there. So be curious. Wander through your body thinking, how does that feel? Just notice what it's feeding back to you. And the more you practice this, and it doesn't have to be long practices, it can be very brief. You might be standing in the supermarket queue. Take a moment to be really mindful. How am I standing? How do I feel? What's comfortable? What's not comfortable? Again, no judgment. Just accept what you find and let your body tell you how it feels in that moment. There'll be another video after this one talking you through a body scan, so please feel free to give it a try. But then you can adapt that, you can take that idea and just make it work for yourself. And just hopefully move on from there. So thank you for joining me today. I hope you found that useful, and there'll be more soon. Thank you.